Our Tim Doyle checking in with more on this. And you've been calling him the unicorn here. Look, 23 points, second overall pick. Looked pretty good. Thoughts of the young fella balling last night?
Yeah, I take a page from Coming to America. That boy good. That boy real good, okay? And we're not talking about Randy Watson, all right? We're talking about the 7'3" wing player. I'm just curious to see how he's going to score. Now, some of these guys are going to be, taking out their Rosetta Stone and learning another language as they play ball overseas. A lot of these guys are not going to be NBA players. So good luck with your Portuguese guys. And this is a Jazz team that's arguably going to be one of the worst teams in the league. But I love the fact that he shot it well from deep. I love the three he took in transition. I liked when he backed down and buried a little fadeaway jump shot. But defensively, 6 blocks. That's what we saw at Gonzaga, Brandon. He blocked over 100 shots in his 1 year in Spokane. And the fact that he had that kind of impact, because that's Kofi Cockburn, probably the most dominant big man last year in college basketball, blocks his shot. Taco Fall is 9 foot tall, blocks his shot as well. So, he had an immediate impact. Another play, blocks a dunk at the rim. Like, there's no fear in this guy. Trust me, the body is not great. Like, we all know that. But I said it yesterday, the body was not great with Giannis in year number 1 when he averaged less than 7 points. The body was not great with Kristaps Porzingis. But this kid, the way he shoots it so easy, the form is there, and then he ain't scared. And then you got to play in the NBA. You can't be scared. He's not scared of the competition. That was a big stage. That was game number 1. And what a huge performance. One of the all-time great performances as far as blocking shots, 5 block shots, 6 to be exact, and made 4 threes. It's the first time that's ever happened in Summer League history.
Chet, the rookie star, of course, for OKC, but not too long ago last year was Josh Giddey. Of course, he had a chance to build some chemistry with his new running mate. He had a double-double, 14 points and 11 assists. Your expectations, though, for him in year 2 now with Chet in the fold? I
think there's a shot he wins an MVP over the course of his career because his basketball IQ is on that level of a Steve Nash, a Jason Kidd, the way he makes other guys better on the floor. Now, what they say about him is the jump shot is suspect, but I got a chance to see him live at the All-Star game, and I watched his free throws yesterday. I think his form is very good. So all that becomes then is just repetition. Because when you can make other guys better like the way he does, the shooting is something. You see, he only shot 42% from the field and struggled even worse from 3. But the form is there. And the NBA 3 is long, and it's going to be an adjustment period. But to think that this guy's another guy that can't buy a Bud Light, and he's out there dropping dimes, I am so excited for OKC. This year, you're going to see moments. You know what I mean? You're going to have those upticks. But this is a team that I think is going to win 35, 36 games. Not good enough to get in the playoffs. But in 2 years, they're going to be in that 1-8 game against the Grizzlies or the Warriors. So not this year, but next year, OKC's a playoff team. And at one point in his career, Giddey's going to win an MVP.
You mentioned the shooting. Look, it took J. Kidd about 4 or 5 years to get that 3 ball down. So I have no doubt that Giddey can get it going later on in his career here. Elsewhere, Miami's Nikola Jovic starting to adjust the NBA, made 5 3-pointers last night. En route to 25 points. Thoughts on his 28 minutes. I see the hands up. You don't like it, what you saw against the Warriors?
No, here's the deal, right? He's from Serbia. Who drafted number 21? The Denver Nuggets. Who's their best player? Nikola Jokic. I know Jovic, it sounds like they're ambulance chasing down 95. You come to Jokic and Jovic, we'll get you the money you deserve. But this seemed like a natural fit going to Denver, playing alongside his countrymen. Just because he could stretch the floor. I know you already have Michael Porter Jr. and there's probably not a need. But if I'm Nikola Jokic, I'm not thrilled right now that my countryman is balling out. When I see him, I see a lot of Franz Wagner from the Orlando Magic. Problem is, Brandon, he's on the Heat. And getting minutes on the Heat, pretty tough to do. Now, Max Strus was able to break through, right? He was a backup. Duncan Robinson was a starter. Those guys kind of flip-flop. And I get it. If you're Calvin Booth running the Nuggets right now, you can't just draft friends and family in the first round, right? Not everybody is Thanasis Antetokounmpo, okay? We all know if his name was Pat Smith, he wouldn't be in the NBA. But the fact that he's Giannis's brother, hey, he's got a job. But I was really surprised that he got past Denver. who drafted Christian Brown, ends up in Miami. Skill set is there. Jokic can't be happy that his running mate, Jovic, isn't on his squad.
I mean, you could be like OKC and draft 2 Jalen Williams. How confusing is that going to be in practice if they were the Thunder? So maybe they didn't want all that, They're with 2 guys from Serbia. We'll see how that pans out there for both squads. But speaking of Miami and his squad, they're, of course, looking to make another postseason run this year. But taking a look at the futures market, are you surprised to see that the Heat are a slight favorite over the Sixers, who expect to still get James Harden back there in the East?
Yeah, I mean, people who are betting NBA futures right now, I want to hang out with you because you are really, really sick. I mean, this is amazing that you're like, here's who's going to win the NBA championship. You don't even know where Durant is going to go. And honestly, I feel like Kevin Durant, there is a shot, a hope, a glimmer of hope that he ends up in Miami. The Los Angeles Lakers, did you guys watch them last year? They were awful. Hey, here's the deal. Whatever amount of money you're going to bet, give me half and I'll kick you in the shin, all right? They're not winning the NBA championship right now as constructed. So the best team in the NBA is the Boston Celtics. They've actually added pieces that make sense. They picked up Malcolm Brogdon, who's going to be that 6th man. They needed scoring off the bench. I'm still in belief that they were the more talented team. I just thought Golden State played better together, and Steph had some insane performances. I think Boston's going to grow. They should be the favorite right now, but if you're betting future, what are you, Tommy Tran? I know Tran's betting like Formula One with the tennis match with a baseball game. I know he has those parlays up his sleeve.
I really do. And the one thing that we love about the action over across the pond is you get to enjoy it in the morning. That's the best part.
Yeah, I mean, we're already up in the morning, but it's a little too early for us sometimes. I don't know. Tim?
Tommy, I know you like to.
All right.
Go ahead. Here's what you do. You take a morning play, an afternoon play, and then by the nighttime play, you can hedge. And you know me, I'm Mr. Hedge. Always trying to catch a middle there, maybe.
That's how you get that money bag in the back behind you there, Tim, as always. All right, Tim, raise it up. There it is. There it is.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.